Welcome back, guys. So this is the second episode of my Kailash experience. So I ended the last video on how I had met the prospect of going to Kailash with Mohanji and how Kailash actually came into my life. This one I will focus more on my path from applying to actually uh, one experience that I would like to share that happened in Kailash. Okay, so let's start with this. So after I had applied for Kailash in April, I apologize for in February of 2016, I didn't expect that series of things will be coming my way to destabilize me from the decision that I had taken. So what happened was, as I got excited to meet Mohanji for the first time in April, I got a little bad news bad news in the sense that I trusted to listen to someone other than my own experience. So I got this experience of what I'm sharing with you because of that misinformation and my wrong belief because of my ignorance. So as I got ready to meet him, I got this news from someone who was very close to Mohanji, who was apparently supposed to travel with him. They informed me that they won't be traveling due to some personal reasons. And at that time in my life, there was a lot of uh, stuff that I probably had in me, and that caused the initial doubt to why was this person not coming with Mohanji. That was my first reaction to this thing, because this person has been with Mohanji for a very long time, and for them to say they're not coming anymore with him, they are actually going to leave him, that caused a shock to my system because I don't know this person. I only know them through internet. I only know them through the blogs. I don't know them as I don't have any physical experience with this person. So when I heard this news via email, it kind of brought a doubt in my mind, which kind of stayed there. And when I went to meet Mohanji in April of 2016, that doubt was still there, and it got reflected back to me by Mohanji. For those of you who are listening to this for the first time and are not aware of how true Sadguru works, see, Sadgurus are just a clear mirror to your own state. So whatever we are in the moment, they will reflect back to us. So if we are love, we will get love back. We are anger, we will get anger back. We are doubt, we will get doubt back. So whatever the state is, it's being reflected back to us, which again I was not aware of at that time, at that point in my life. So when I met him with the huge doubts in my mind, that was what I got back, and it was not a pleasurable experience to meet Mohanji for the first time. It was very I can look back and say it was very daunting because he looked like a daunting person to me, which he's not at all. But again, it was very troubling time, and as soon as I came back from just to go back, during this time with Mohanji, I got initiated into consciousness Kriya, which Mohanji gives, which is given by Mahavtar Babaji. So I got initiated into Kriya, and I came back, and I had an email waiting for me as I came back, and it further went into the reasons why this person had not come to USA with Mohanji because of some reason which I don't want to discuss in this video. It's irrelevant. But it again brought up a lot of doubts in my mind and caused a lot of pain, which led me on the path of not trusting my own feelings, my own intuition, which I really trust deep in my heart. So when this event happened, it caused a lot of self-reflection that my intuition, my thoughts, my feelings had led me to a wrong person. Again, this is some deeper learning in this for all of us, that our own experience, our own feeling in the heart is what's important versus what we hear from other people. What we hear from other people is their experience, not our own. Hence, I always recommend go with what feels right in the heart. And if the heart is leading you to correct purpose, that is the right decision and right path. So, and this came from Mohanji himself much later in my years of walking with him. But at that time, it felt like a big blow to me, and I was in state of depression for a very long time. I would say about 2 months. I could say from early April to somewhere around May. I would say I would cry and contemplate where I went wrong and couldn't believe it. Anyways, what happened is Mohanji was sending me ways to get out of this state every single day. As I would go on Facebook, there was some message. Something was always waiting for me to come out, but I could not get out of that state. Eventually, what happened, sometimes in May, there was an auspicious day called Akshaya Tritiya. It's if those of you who follow astrology, you will understand that it's the most auspicious day of the entire year. Nothing can go wrong. It's a day when you do something, it's always auspicious. So on that day, I had this feeling as I laid outside in my backyard. I was looking at the sky, bright blue sky, and I received some prayer from this beautiful temple that I am connected to. And in that moment, the prayer came and the intuition came that I had applied to go to Kailash with Mohanji when my thought process was still intact. It was not destabilized by some rumors. So I am going to honor that feeling, and I'm going to go to Kailash on one thought that I had. I will tell the universe that if Mohanji is who he says he is, then let this whole pilgrimage happen. If he is not who he says he is, then just stop the whole process. I don't have to go. I can wait. But obviously, universe was guiding me to go with Mohanji. Nothing was stopping me. Nothing stopped me. My energy went back into going to Kailash, and I did end up going with him. And it was something. Before I saw him again in Kailash, I told myself one thing, that since I had doubted Mohanji, it is not fair for me to go with him anywhere without getting some clarity from him himself, right? And I wanted to be not a hypocrite, where I am thinking certain way about him in my head and I'm going with him thinking everything is fine. I couldn't do that. I could not be a hypocrite. I have to be straight from my heart that, okay, this is what happened. I wrote him a letter. I explained whatever happened. And I asked him, can you please help me clarify all this? What does all this mean, that what this woman said to me? And I gave it to him. It was not comfortable for me. It was a new relationship with Mohanji. And to go up to someone and just handing him a letter was very daunting to me. But I did. And I'm not sure when he read it, but throughout the pilgrimage, I was told a few times that he wanted to see me, but there were some issues with the way the travel was planned. He could not get in touch with me because of for whatever reason. But what happened was he did end up speaking to me later in the pilgrimage, which I will get to in the next video. This video was more about the challenges that I faced before going to Kailash. And this happens to many people who embark on this journey with the true Sadguru, because a lot of our impressions, doubts, uh, difficulties, our own patterns, they come up to test us. And that's what they are, the biggest barrier in our own evolution. And this whole spiritual path is basically being aware of those patterns, watching them, learning from them, and know that it is always us who needs to improve. It is not the guru who needs to improve. They are perfect as they are, and they're showing us that we have this thing sitting in us, and they're showing us with their bright light, and it is really painful. It was not a fun time for me to from April to July that I went. It was really painful. But in those painful moments, I grew a lot, and I continue to grow with him. So until next time, I leave you guys here, and I will discuss more on my what he said to me after he got the letter and his response, and my Mansarovar experience, which was very profound for me, which I would like to share with you guys. Thank you so much. Lots of love. See you next time.